Sundays a day for lying in?
Mark snores.
What? He doesn't.
He does as well. A real window rattler. You know those burglars have got a lot to answer to, Kath. Making me share a room with him.
Oh, never mind. We'll soon be back in Demdike.
Are you going back? Well, I thought now you might want to move in with Chris. If you do, Kath, don't let me stop you. I'll just find somewhere else to live.
Nick, we're going back to Demdike. If we did move in with Chris, it'd be because I wanted to, not because I've nowhere else to go.
Don't you think it's time I got the vet in?
No, I can manage. Anyway, do you know what them beggars charge, especially on a Sunday?
But you've been at it all night.
I fell asleep about it too. I've only been at it really since about 5.
If you need vet, call him. We'll have to afford it.
Still don't see why Christopher had to have the nursery.
He asked. I reckon he just wants somewhere for him and young Cathy.
To be honest, I'm surprised she's not already in there. She won't get many chances like Chris.
Oh, I don't know. She's a pretty young girl. No, I think it's Chris who's doing all the chasing.
Well, the way things are going, we could have some of the most eligible girls in the county parading through here. Chris is chasing a farmhand.
A very pretty farmhand.
Just you wait. One day, Zoe will fall head over heels for some illiterate lorry driver with rippling biceps and a tight little bum. Let's see how liberal you are then.
Oh, hang on a minute. Where can I find him?
I don't know. I'm sure your dad would rather you didn't. Not unless he's got a double first from Cambridge.
Oh, they don't exist. At least Cathy's bright. The ones Chris usually goes for have IQs the same as their bust measurements. Talk of the devil. I am impressed. Rumour had it you didn't know what a Sunday morning looked like.
I'm always up early. Unless I've got somebody to bring me breakfast in bed. Anyway, I'm taking Cathy out to look for furniture.
Your bottom drawer?
For her cottage. There's a car boot sale in the village.
I take it there's no sign of her stuff, then?
All they know is 3 blokes turned up in a truck and emptied the house. Only left clothes. Professionals, I reckon. Fancy coming with us, Zoe?
No thanks. Two's company and all that. I'm going back to bed with a croissant and a scandal sheet. Where are the papers?
No deliveries on Sundays. You have to fetch your own. Part of country living.
You're going to get stuff for Demdike from a car boot sale? All you'll get is rubbish folk have no room for.
I can't afford new things, Annie.
We haven't even talked if there's any need for you to go back yet.
Look, we've imposed on you long enough, and I'd like to be back in my own home.
As you like. But there's no need.
Cathy, that might help.
Oh, don't be silly, Joe. I couldn't.
If I hadn't advertised the cottage for sale, none of this would happen.
You don't know that.
You still think it's a coincidence? Somebody rings to view the cottage, you say you're going to be out all day, the cottage is burgled and these so-called buyers don't show up.
It wasn't your fault I hadn't renewed the house insurance, though.
It wasn't your fault either. It's something Jackie looked after. Don't blame yourself.
Joe can't afford this any more than I can.
Cathy, 50 quid is neither here nor there what I owe. Look, knit something for the baby in return.
You're joking. I'm as bad as Kate.
This is really good of you, Dolly. Thanks a lot.
Oh, you and Cathy are welcome. I won't need them. I'll take this sunbed out for you.
Right. Nick, this beating, are you on?
Yeah, I'm on. Where and when?
Today.
Yeah, where?
I'll be in touch. Give you a ring at Demdike.
OK, look, I'd best be off. Thanks again, Dolly.
OK. Not much of a day off when you've been doing someone else's housework all week and you have to come home to do your own.
Oh, well, at least it's a job, Dolly. Well, I wouldn't ask you to look after Judy, but I've got a chance to earn some money, you see, and what with her birthday coming up, you know.
What would Liz say, Jock? She's told me how much Judy enjoys being with you at weekends, don't you, lovey?
You mean she likes to get rid of the bairn so she can go off with her fancy man?
That's enough, Jock. Anyway, what kind of job is this that you can't take Judy with you?
It's in a farm over Skipdale way. I'll see you all right, pay the going rate.
No, there's no need. She'll be company for Sam while I'm busy.
Home farm. Oh, hello, Nick. Zoe, she's gone back to bed. Look, there's somebody at the door. No, I don't know. She got up for a couple of minutes, had a coffee, and then went back to bed. Can I get her to ring you? OK. Bye. Good morning.
Good morning, Frank. I wonder if you could spare me a moment.
Sure.
It's about the fish farm.
I've been considering your proposals.
I'd call them plans myself. Proposals are things that you want to happen. Plans are things that are going to.
Yes. Yes, quite. Well, you read my mind, really. I just wanted to say how perfectly your ideas fitted in with my plans for expansion.
Oh, I got the impression the last time we spoke you weren't so keen.
Oh, just a business subterfuge. You know, never let the other chap see your hand until you've seen his.
And you saw that my hand had a big stick in it.
Well, I saw a shrewd business brain and one that I could do business with.
My plans are all long-term. I can quite easily wait until your lease is up before I do what I want. Why should I involve you?
Well, actually, I would have thought that was obvious.
Actually, it isn't.
Well, you didn't see the fish farm when I took it over a year ago. It was an absolute shambles.
Fine. So I take over a well-run concern.
No, there's more to it than that. Now, I've learnt a great deal in this past year. And they're all the contacts I've made. You'd have to start from square one.
Whereas if we went into partnership...
Precisely. And all you have to do is finance the expansion and just watch the profits roll in.
And are you putting anything in?
Well, my expertise, my goodwill, my clientele.
Money, Alan.
Well, I could, I suppose.
I mean, if you're so sure of the profits rolling in...
No, they will, they will.
In that case, let's talk business.
I hope you two are going to clear that lot away.
Will I get my pocket money if I do?
You won't get your pocket money if you don't. Oh, I wonder who that can be. Don't touch the arm, will you? Oh, hello. Come on in. Hello, Sam. Hello. Excuse the mess.
So much for a day off, eh?
Oh, no such thing for a single mum.
I wanted to have a word with you about the move, with Frank not around. Have you come to any decision yet?
Well, I must say I was disappointed when Chris took the nursery room. And the attic, well, it's not quite the same. But I am still thinking about it.
Well, it'd be a great help to me having you around all the time. And you wouldn't have to worry about minders and so on for Sam.
Yes, I know. But I still haven't decided. It is a big decision.
Sure. But I'd enjoy having you at the house as well.
Would you like some coffee?
Why not?
OK.
I don't play.
No, it's all right. You two carry on.
Hello. If you're looking for Nick, I think he's down at Demdike.
I'm not. It was you I wanted. Well, you know about carving, don't you?
A bit.
Only our Michael's having trouble with a breech. Says he can only feel the tail. He's been trying to turn it most of the night.
Oh, they're a devil when they're like that. Has he called the vet?
He won't, and I don't. I'm worried he'll lose the calf.
You want me to have a look?
Please.
Come, love. It won't take long. We can go to the pub from there.
So much for a farming-free Sunday. Go and get your wellies.
Now, what do you need? A vacuum cleaner. You must have a vacuum cleaner.
Why a vacuum cleaner?
Well, carpets. It's all you've got left. You may as well keep them clean.
I wonder what a psychologist would make of your shopping list.
Live with me. I'll do the cleaning.
I bet you say that to all the girls.
Well, of course it's a load of rubbish, but you never know what you might find.
Only if you've got the eye.
I do. Now, as a respected auctioneer, I can't have a shop myself. It's a bit off. But as your sleeping partner,
Yes.
that could be of great help. Talking of sleeping partners. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Chris. Sorry to hear about your bit of bother, my dear.
Why, Mr. Pollard, fancy seeing you here.
Just fancy, eh?
What a creep.
Come on, back to the shopping list. Beds. You need a bed. Double?
Single?
I'd have thought double myself.
You would. Why should I need a double? There's only me, remember?
I see. You're in one of those kind of moods. All right, I shall ignore that remark. Television. You must have a television.
What, will we get one here?
I don't know. What else do we need? I know. Photograph frame.
What do I need a photograph frame for? It's furniture I really need.
This. I hope you don't mind. I took it earlier.
Oh, Chris.
Zoe, it's Nick.
Any news?
Hold of you, it's today. Look, Jock said he'd phone me and let me know where and when.
Shall I come to Demdike?
Yeah, that's probably best. Look, as soon as I hear...
Mark's been asked to beat too.
Is he going to do it?
Well, he said yes to Jock, but like you, doesn't know anything else. I'll ring him and Rachel, get them to come over to your place. When Jock rings you, you can find out where, and then we can make our plans.
OK, as soon as I get to know, I'll phone you. Listen, get here as soon as you can.
OK, bye.
Seth, who are them chaps with Bill and Jock?
No idea.
So just give a hostelry like this a bad name. They'll drive away our better class of customer.
Yeah, right. Cheers. Hey, do you know? That fella's betting £1,000 on his dog to win today, man.
£1,000? 2 months I could live on that easy.
I gave him good odds, I know. That dog of his couldn't catch a cold, man.
3 pints and a bottle of brownie, Amos, please.
Oh, your mates?
Ah, they're not mates. We're just chatting to them, you know. They're out for the day from town, you know. There is just one thing, Frank. A word to the wise, as it were. Some of your plans, not the fish farm, of course, but some of them could be construed as being a bit OTT. Such as? Somebody can ask her.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sugden. If you're wanting an argument about that caravan site, I suggest we leave it to a weekday. I'm trying to have a day off.
Yeah, so am I. Your wife, she's invited me to help her exercise the horses. So, yeah, the argument can wait.
She asked you?
Yeah.
Well, you know where the stables are, Mr. Sugden? My wife's there.
Right. Well, you know, you and I are sort of outsiders here, really. And I do find that the locals tend to gang up behind these rabble-rousers. It wouldn't do you any harm to sweeten Joe a bit. Good PR does no end of good in my book.
Well, it's a different book than mine. Farmers of the past, this is the future. I don't need them. If they don't like what I'm doing, then they can just lump it.
I don't want to be rude, Mr. Sugden, but Elsa had no business dragging you over here. I can manage.
She didn't. She was up at Emmerdale looking for Nick. Well, she happened to mention that you were having a bit of bother. I know how awkward breaches can be, so as we were giving Elsa a lift back...
Well, I ain't been able to turn it.
There's a knack. It'll come to you. You wouldn't like to have a go, would you, love?
I'll have enough trouble watching.
He said 2 o'clock. Now I reckon he's called it off because he would have phoned.
Perhaps he meant he'd phone at 2.
Well, hang on. If he rings me, I'm not there.
Very clever, Mark.
Well, this is pointless. Just go to the wool pack.
Hello? Jock? Right. So, I had the wool pack. Bye. We're on.
You used to own this place for a while, didn't you?
Well, bank owned most of it, but yeah, for a while.
What happened?
Big businessman came along, thought he could make a fortune out of the place.
What happened to him?
You really don't know?
Frank mentioned something about plans for a quarry falling through.
Never got that far. Man with big ideas met with a nasty accident.
Why does it always sound like a threat when somebody says that?
I'm sure your husband's not the sort of man to worry if he makes enemies. Whether he ought to or not is a different matter altogether.
See what Seth means. I think I'd better phone the police.
It's quite simple. Now, I buy stuff supposedly for the auction rooms and put all the best pieces through your shop. At a good markup, of course. As nobody knows I have any interest in it, nobody gets suspicious.
It's that easy.
Like candy from a baby. I can even put stuff to you through the auction at a rather reduced price, and nobody will find out. Very soon we'll find ourselves earning a nice, small fortune.
As I made it very clear to Frank Tate, he'd have to tread carefully. He didn't like it one bit.
Mr. Wilkes, I'm just going down to the cellar. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching.
Still scared of that ghost, is he?
I think he prefers to go down when he knows there's somebody up here in bar. He's convinced there's a clammy hand on his shoulder.
Must be like living with our Meg.
You don't believe in that stuff, have you?
Yeah. The only spirits in this pub are up there in bottles.
Looks like we've missed the pub.
Well, never mind. That was interesting.
Right. Next time there's a carving in the middle of the night, you'll know what to do.
Yes, kick you out of bed to see to it.
We've ruined your day, Jack. I am sorry.
I bet you'll be glad to be rid of jobs like this once this place is a museum.
That's all rubbish. My mum hasn't agreed to that.
Tate's taken it for granted I'll go along with him. I had one conversation where he suggested it, but I never agreed.
He's just putting pressure on you.
Well, if you do need any help, Mrs. Feldman, I'm sure Jack would be glad to argue your case. Though whether that's a help or a hindrance, I'm not really sure.
Thanks, but we can manage. We have done so far. Anyway, there's 150 quid towards rent standing there.
I don't know how you can consider sleeping on this.
What? I'm sure it's going to be really comfortable. Try it. Try it.
Just imagine a warm, comfortable bed with someone to bring you tea and toast in the morning.
Oh, Nick does that.
Does he kiss you awake?
Not often, no.
Well, there you are, then. But come and live with me. Forget about this place. I mean, you've got no furniture after all.
Oh, come on, I've got a vacuum cleaner and a picture frame.
What more could a girl want?
A nice deep bath.
Go on.
Oh, dear.
So, you've no real reason not to move in after all.
Full of fleas.
This looks like it. Certainly does.
You better back up or they're going to see us.
This is the field where I saw that Scot and his mate.
Zoe, back up.
Billy and I checked out this morning. There should be plenty of hares over in that area there. Tom here will show you beaters where to go, OK?
Jock, what? You do know that this is illegal, don't you?
Ah, so is robbing post offices. But we're not giving ourselves up, are we?
Hey, look, there's Nick. Down there.
Hope the police get here soon.
I can't see a note. What do you expect, ectoplasm?
Why are you two whispering? Amos, there's no to you.
There's some bottles here. I'm back.
Forgetting, as your honour's aroused wrath of whoever it was, Seth Armstrong, you keep your hands to yourself. I was standing right where you are now, Seth, when this sensation crept along the back of me neck.
He's right. I reckon Meg'll have my dinner ready.
A cold, clammy sensation?
Like breath of a corpse.
As a corpse doesn't have any breath, how about a draft, eh?
Well, I suppose so.
The sort you get in a cellar when a brick's dislodged because the mortar's rotten.
That's your ghost, Amos. Yes, that's it.
You get soft now.
I don't know how you can say that when you were off running back to your Meg not 2 minutes since.
Mr. Wilkes, Henry, Mr. Turner.
Does it bother you very much that Frank's a lot older than you?
No, does it worry you that you'll be a pensioner by the time your baby grows up?
I walked right into that one, didn't I? No, not really. I don't look at it that way.
Neither do I. Frank may be the wrong side of 50, but he's got more go about him than a lot of men half his age.
Yeah. Too much, some would say.
Did you ever fancy a career in the diplomatic service?
No.
I thought not. Can't.
Just coming up now. Doing about 200 miles an hour. Down the way of the wall.
On your marks, get set, go! Go! Why aren't you with the other beaters?
You've got to stop this jockey. It's cruel.
Don't be so wet.
Look, you're not going to get away with any of this.
Huh? What are you going to do about it?
It's not just me, mate. It's those as well.
Did you set them off?
No.
Liar! You told them, didn't you?
Leave him alone, you pig!
You've got a big mouth for such a wee girl. Shut it!
You shut it! You're nothing but thugs!
You're right. These are good horses.
What's going on? Hang on, that looks like Zoe. Could be.
That's a bit of a fight. Come on.
Come on, sunshine, hit me. Hit me.
Leave them alone! Oh, bloody hell. Get him, mate. Leave him.
Well, the other half lives, eh, Mrs. Tate? The cost of that horse will feed my family for a year. Clear off!
You silly cow, you've killed him!